Now I request Sri P.N. Tripathi, Sri Anand Tripathi, Working President of Bharat Pensioner Samaj, to come on to the dais. Tripathi ji. International Federation of Aging, Toronto, has been kind enough to come here as chief guest of this meeting. On behalf of Bharat Pensioner Samaj, I invite him to the dais. Respected Sri P.N. Chapke, President All India Senior Citizen Confederation, is kind enough to come over here to address this meeting as one of our honored guests. I invite him to the dais. Prakash Rao, President AP State Government Retired Employees Association, kind enough to come over here. May I request him to come on to the dais. Representing All India Federation of Pensioners Association, Chennai, I invite him to come on to the dais. Kindly come, sir. Sri Sudhakaran, President, National Federation of Railway Pensioners, Palghat. I invite him to come on to the dais. Kindly come, sir. Sri R.L.N. Ratnam, General Secretary, AP State Government Retired Employees Association, is kind enough to come over here. Sri Parameshwar Reddy Garu, President, Andhra Pradesh Senior Citizen Confederation, I will request him to come on there. Sri V. Nageshwar Rao Garu, General Secretary, AP State Government, AP State Senior Citizen Confederation. I also request him to come on.
Ma'am, it's dinner, ma'am. Ma'am, one minute.
Honorary Chairman of the Reception Committee to garland our Secretary General, Sri S. C. Maheshwar.
Sir, Kachin. Sir, look here, sir. Sir, look here, sir.
1 minute. Thank you.
माता की जय।
Now I invite Chairman Reception Committee to welcome you all.
आने में आपका स्वागत करने में मुझे बहुत खुशी हो रही है। आप दूर दूर से आए हुए हैं। हमने पूरी कोशिश की है कि आपको सारी सुविधाएं, सारी कंफर्ट दें। सर्वे जना सुखिनो भवन्तु, सर्व सन्तु निरामयम्, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, सर्वे आनंद माप्नुपात्। सब लोग सुख शांति और आनंद से रहे, किसी को तनाव कष्ट दुख ना हो, सबका भला हो, सबका भला हो, सबका भला हो। I have great pleasure to welcome you to this meet being held at Hyderabad, fifth biggest metro of our country. Its expanse is over 650 square kilometers. Its unique vertical and horizontal expansion is dotted with eye-catching skyscrapers and satellite townships, packed with modern amenities. Today, it is home for 80 plus lakh population. The city already has a network of multi-modular transit system, and in the upcoming metro rail project on completion will rank the city on par with the other major metros of the country. Dear friends, when you are free from this important meet, please take a ride around the city. The imposing Buddha statue standing aloft the serene waters of Hussain Sagar will enchant you and you will be spellbound for a while. Diamond, a showpiece of superb statues of eminent historical personalities and the stately secretariat across the lake will catch your attention and from a distance. A round through the picturesque Necklace Road will land you in Lumbini Park for a thrilling boat ride or alluring NTR Memorial and Gardens. Next, press up yourself to climb a hillock to reach famous Birla Mandir for a blissful darshan of Lord Balaji. Do not turn back. If sun has set, have a bird's eye view of stunning, profusely illuminated city, its floodlights, colorful neon hoardings playing hide and seek, lengthy rows of streetlights standing like disciplined sentinels watching the dazzling, chasing and colorful Chudi Bazaar, famous Kala Museum. Dear sir, 7th CPC is already announced. It may start functioning from any day. If we place our demand in unison, we may get better results. Disunity may disappoint or even cause harm to us. This color conference is organized to force unity so as to present a united front. You know, unity is strength. Pensioners unity, Zindabad. Our organizing team, a group of well-experienced and dedicated pensioners, your own brethren across the country, has confidently set out to ensure that yours, that dear you are comfortable in all respects. If you notice any shortcomings, please do not feel shy to tell us. Our volunteers are readily available to see that you carry back sweet memories. Please cooperate. We pray for your happy, healthy and prosperous life. Namaskar.
I invite Mr. Somasekhar Rao to read out the message from our President, Mr. Shyam Sundar, who is very sick and could not come to attend this conference. And we have also received a message from Joint Secretary, Government of India, Ministry of Pension. So Mr. Somasekhar Rao is requested to read out this message to you.
श्याम सुंदर जी, प्रेसिडेंट भारत पेंशनर समाज, unable to come down here due to ill health, and he has sent a message. Now I will read that. But for my ill health, it has been my privilege to be among you in this historical event when for the first time in 57 years, BPS is holding its annual conference outside Delhi, and that too when the 7th CPC has been announced. The decision to move out of Delhi for the annual conference based on our intention to initiate a dialogue with all the stakeholders on the kind of things they would like the BPS to do in the coming years, so that all members, affiliates and associates of the organization, besides feeling involved in it, take active interest in its activities, develop a stakeholder interest in the organization, and perform an advocacy role for pensioners, for family pensioners at the grassroots level. BPS has traveled a long distance in the last 57 years to reach a stage when it has the largest network of pensioners associations, associates, partners in the country, reaching the remotest parts of the country. It has been able to follow its mission and vision over the years and has been able to generate a wave of awareness and consolidation. Right from 1971, we have been striving to consolidate and to bring together senior citizens and pensioners organizations to create a strong elderly force to be reckoned with. The presence in this conference of dignitaries, representatives of sisters organizations, as well as the delegates from every part of the country, especially from the Northeast, assured me that our dream of a strong, united front of senior citizens and pensioners will soon become true. At the time of 6th CPC, BPC played a leading role in constituting pensioners one memorandum steering committee, and we were able to submit one memorandum to 6th CPC covering all pensioners issues. BPS wants to play a similar role this time also. For this purpose, it is felt that in consultation with its MOU partners and other stakeholders, we immediately constitute a coordinating committee. We should prepare a common vision document and identify the common issues without any further delay. As you are aware, comrades, pensioners one memorandum steering committee led in 2008 to the formation of All Central Pensioners Confederation, BCPC. While this organization needs to be developed as an umbrella to all pensioners organizations in India to lend strength to pensioners movement in this country, it is expected that the question of submitting one memorandum of pensioners to the 7th Pay Commission would be taken up by BCPC on an urgent basis. I am sure this time we will be able to present our issues to the 7th CPC with no greater force. I am also sure that we are moving in the right direction to achieve our goals. Jai Hind, Shyam Sundar, President BPS. Now we have got another message from Chief Srimati Vandana Sharma, Joint Secretary Pension, Government of India, Ministry of Personal and Pension, Department of Pension and Pensioners Welfare. It gives me great pleasure to know that the 58th Annual General Meeting AGM of Bharat Pensioner Samaj is going to be held at Hyderabad on 17th November 2013. I am happy that a special souvenir is being published, compiling the orders for circulars issued by the Department of Pension and Pensioners Welfare and other ministries, departments, along with other useful information for the pensioners and the family pensioners. I congratulate the organizers on this solemn occasion and wish the event a great success.
for sitting ahead. I request our chief guest and the guest of honor and the our special guest has not yet arrived. He is on his way from airport to this place, Mr. Shiva Gopal Mishra of AIRF. So I request the chief guest and the other guests to release the souvenir.
One special announcement, there is a vehicle AP 94412. It is obstructing the passage. I request you please remove it. Vehicle number 4412. Please. Central body meeting.
Sir, slightly down, sir. I can't see your face, sir.
So we are very thankful to our chief guest for inaugurating this souvenir, and I request him to address you.
Good morning. Mr. Tripathi, working president, BPS, I really miss Mr. Shyam Sundar here. I've known him for many, many years. And quite a few programs of the BPS annual general body meeting that I attended in Delhi, I've always seen him with a lot of dynamism. I really miss him today. Mr. Maheshwari, the moving spirit behind this events, all many years I've been seeing him continuously doing this, and he doesn't spare me an opportunity to participate in this program. Mr. Chapke, the president who has just taken over as All India Senior Citizens Confederation. Mr. Somashekar, I can see you really working very hard to make this happen this morning, along with your team. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to every one of you this morning, particularly those who have traveled from outside Hyderabad. I hope we are all enjoying the good weather in Hyderabad, which is absolutely wonderful right now. And enough is said about Hyderabad. I'm happy to see, across the banners that BPS is a very long-standing member of International Federation of Aging. Thank you for reposing your faith. I'm also happy that ISKCON remains an active member of ISKCON. While I congratulate the Bharat Pensioners Association, BPS, for having their annual general body meeting outside Delhi in Hyderabad, I'd like to definitely compliment them for bringing out a beautiful souvenir. I remember one of those issues where it said, what is the purpose of the annual general body meeting? And it really mentions very serious issues that are being discussed by the BPS during the annual general body meeting. I understand, Mr. Maheshwari, that you also had a managing committee meeting yesterday. I'm sure many more things would happen today as we progress today, the meeting. I'd like to share with you a few quotes, very interesting quotes that I've been reading. And all of you know that being the president of the International Federation of Aging, play a reasonably and important role on moving care of the elderly across the world. Particularly in two areas, the United Nations, which is a coordinating body for all governments. And second, on healthcare with the WHO. We play a very, very important role. We participate in practically every international meeting that takes place, either in New York or any other place. I took over as a president last year in June. Since then, I have addressed United Nations and WHO, both in New York and in Geneva and other places. We are also invited to address the governments. We address the parliaments sometimes. We address the legislators and parliamentarians sometimes. It's a beautiful forum that we represent the cause of the elderly amongst the governments. I just happened to read a beautiful article last night. I just thought I'll share that with you. This is a study done by there's a healthcare company called Bupa in USA. They did a study of 12 countries in in the world, they chose on a certain basis, one of affluent countries, upcoming countries, and poorer countries. India happens to be one of them. And this study was done in 2010, and particularly relating only to the older persons. Now, internationally, the term older person is used because that's what is declared by the United Nations. Therefore,